Jeez Louise. Wow. That's pretty cool. Cool view.
Oh yeah.
Huh. I assume that's where we're going.
Yep.
All right. Ooh, big rocks. Yeah, this is definitely where me being like beginner to intermediate adventure rider shines. Like, we're cool. We're just staying focused on the road. Keep your head up, keep your eyes up, focus on the line. And it's tough too, because, you know, ride right. But man, it seems so good to freaking hug that inner wall until we run into somebody else on the trail, you know? So whatever. Call me a weenie in the comments if you feel like you need to, but I'll be the first one to call myself out. Like, this is some serious shit. Woo! And it is gross. And it is sketchy. It's different if you're on a nice light dirt bike. But yeah, this is bad fucking news on a big bike. And my bike's not even that big. It's only probably 460 pounds right now. I guess that's pretty big. It's a lot. Use that engine braking. As far as burnt knob goes, it sucks. Nick's injured. He doesn't want to risk getting more injured, which I completely understand. And honestly, I'm just kind of a fucking chicken. Like, the way that I think about it is, I've already been struggling on our downhill stuff, which, yes, I know I need to go faster, blah, 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 which is good advice. Just gotta work it. And I just don't want to fucking drop my bike. Both the guys ahead of us that went up there, I guess, according to some Jeep dudes that were coming down, both the other guys that rode up there dropped their bikes on the way up. And they're probably better riders than I am. So, you know what that tells me? That I'm probably going to drop my bike. And we've already done that once this trip. And if we can, try to avoid it. I don't want to do it again. So simple as that. Yeah, this is kind of the grossest section of the trail so far. Just rocky. Just big rocks. Which, whatever. Ooh, fuck. Bad line. Stick with it. Jump over. Alright. So that's what we're going up. Alright. So we're one of the campgrounds we looked at. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It's further down past Burnt Knob. It's like the next clearly marked campsite on the trail. So we'll probably end up riding to that one. I don't think it's too far from here. There's a few trailheads in between, which we might check out, but I mean, I don't need to cover 200 frickin' miles a day, just because personally I don't feel the need to do that, and it beats you up. So we're gonna cover however many we're gonna cover, and yeah, just set up where we like. Alright, we got some quads heading up. Slow down. We got 2. Okay. 3. 2. Woo! Got 2. A side by side. Yeah. Hopefully the boys are good. Ooh, fuck. Alright, we're chilling. Ain't nothing but a thing. Quads. Keep the nav up. Oh shit. There's that big fire that those guys were telling us about. Dude. Oh fuck. Thank God we didn't put it down. That's what I get for being distracted. This is a gnarly day for the fires. Super windy. And it's right over there. It's so funny, after that whole fucked off section, we just got like beautiful trail now. Looking really good. Can't see fire anymore. It's right over that next hill. There's that fire. It's pretty intense. Can't smell smoke yet. Where our camp's gonna be is gonna be downwind from that, but that's all we can do is keep an eye on it. So, yeah, hopefully they're able to get it under control. crazy place to have service. Which I actually looked at the service map out here on Onyx, and majority of this just has frickin' nothing. Bluebird? I don't think it's a blue jay. I think it's just a bluebird. Cool bird though. Stay up high, stay away from that. Stopped, hydrated up, ate some lunch, little snacky snacks, and feeling better. I think we have about eight-ish miles till that campground I was talking about. So as long as the trail stays pretty chill, I think we'll be good. Because we're sitting there and it's 1:30 now, or was when we were eating. And we kind of had that conversation like, we're not trying to finish the BDR, so we don't really have to be in a rush for time. So what do we want to do? Do we just want to call it and camp there? And we just found a little spot, hung out, chilled for a minute, ate some, drank some, feeling good. We're like, okay, let's keep pushing through. This is interesting because compared to doing a BDR in the truck, you know, like you physically don't get tired. I mean, you get a little bit from getting thrown around, but it's a lot of mental fatigue from watching the roads and watching your path and all the stuff that you get on a bike. But the bike's tougher because you have that physical aspect to it. But it goes both ways because you can move theoretically faster on a bike than you can in a truck. So just kind of interesting to compare the differences, you know. So that fire is no longer in view anymore. Feel good about that. We'll keep an eye on it. It is on Onyx. I think it's called the Bear Creek Fire, if that is the right one. That's really all we can do is just kind of watch it. I mean, we're not going to get off the Magruder today, but I think we'll be fine. Yeah, this is so much better. I don't really want to sit because there are some big rocks to avoid, but the downside of having boots that are stiff, like they're riding boots, but they're not super stiff like moto boots, is my feet are starting to feel it. And yes, like we talked about earlier, the pegs help. Like if I was on stock pegs, I would have been fucking cooked. But feet are starting to get some hot spots, you know, like they're just a little achy, not horrible. Move them around a little bit every once in a while. So back to our original concerns we talked about before we took off on this adventure. Water. There's really like not a lot of streams and rivers, at least so far. So if you plan on doing this, keep that in mind, right? That you're not able to just pull over and get water anywhere. Like some routes, some areas being up this high. Been pretty good as far as pacing ourselves with water, and it's not too hot. It's in the 70s, which is super cool for us. I mean, if we were up here and it was 90, I couldn't imagine. But yeah, so water, make sure that you bring enough. So I brought the Camelback, and 2 like refillable water bottles, and then I also have some leftover of my smart water that I used to fill up our stuff this morning. So we have plenty of water, should be good for tonight, tomorrow, and I think not too far past where we're camping is a little river, which, you know, give or take, don't quote me on this, is about the halfway mark. I'd have to look at exactly what it's called, and we'll see that as we progress on tomorrow. So if you have a water filter, you got that going for you at least. Now that we've had a little bit to think about it, do I regret not going up Burnt Knob? Yes and no. Like, it would have been really cool to go up there. It would have been cool to go up there, check it out. That's one thing, is I love fire lookouts. It's like a weird fascination. Like, fire lookouts are super cool, and I love stories about fire lookouts and pictures and seeing them and checking them out. Just a pretty cool thing in our history. So that bums me out, but at the same time, I think about it and I just don't think it would have gone well for us. Now, if you're an experienced rider, or if you're doing this on a smaller bike, or you don't have a ton, like 60 pounds, 70 pounds worth of gear, whatever we have, maybe, like, I guess it's just all about comfort level, right? Some people are comfortable doing sketchy shit, like Chad. He's going to go up there. He's gone up there before fully loaded. I'm just not there. Not there yet. Maybe I'll never get there. We'll see, but just something to keep in mind, you know. That's why they're alternates, or, you know, offshoots of the main BDR. We don't have that much longer till our camp. Whew. I will say another gear review thing, for what it's worth, is I have the Climb Krios helmet. It's a carbon helmet. It's an adventure helmet, so it's heavier in the sense of, like, not as light as a dirt bike helmet. But man, it has made a huge difference with my neck. You know, you get that sore neck from the heavy helmet, and sure, you add a GoPro to it, and mounts, and whatever else you add. Ooh, keep a little speed. Water. Section is good. Woo-hoo. Yeah, that aftermarket skid plate's definitely a necessity. Alright. Nick, how you holding up?
Feeling like an old man.
Yeah. That checks out. Makes you feeling better. I feel like a fucking old man too. I know what you're thinking. All of them look great.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and close to the little creek.
The sun's only going to go that way, so it's...
Jumping for a swim.
Oh, yeah.
Shower. Right here in this little pool, it'll be fine. We'll see. So far, the flies aren't as bad here as that last spot.
Until they find us.
Yeah, true. They're still working their way up the trail. So we made it to Observation Point Campground. Got all set up. And checking out the facilities. And look at this freaking view. Just miles and miles of nothingness. Should be a pretty chill night. Hang out, cook dinner. Sunset, I'll throw up the drone. But yeah, that's how we're looking right now. Good morning, guys. It's Friday. It was cold last night. I think we were like 7,000 something feet. So it got pretty chilly. Smoke rolled in too from that fire. So, yeah, this is... Remember that from yesterday? So... Yeah, it was freaking cold. Woke up like every hour. Actually, I slept from like 8:30 to midnight and then woke up every hour. It's alright though. I still feel rested. Gonna go back and make some coffee.
Jump in Nick's bag.
Found something to eat.
Nick ate?
No. People, we are leaving camp. Getting back on the trail, heading to Darby. Still pretty smoky. And the mosquitoes were horrible, so that was kind of a bummer. Let me make sure. All right, they're still behind. Yeah, the mosquitoes were, they were the worst. So, another necessity for this trip, bug spray. I don't know, mosquitoes seem to get me worse too. But yeah, definitely I would say a necessity. Wow. So we had two other guys. One on a KLR, one on a KTM. and they stayed in the site next to us. They're also heading to Darby today. They've been doing the full BDR. And then there's some other guys, some ham radio dudes that rolled in too, and they were nice and friendly, talked to us, offered us beers. I turned it down, trying to be well behaved. Yeah, we don't really know what we're doing tonight. Last night it was cold, shitty sleep, which is part of, you know, camping off the back of your motorcycle for sure. But Nick already brought up, he's like, hey, if there's a hotel, I wouldn't mind getting one. I'm kind of with him now. I was giving him shit for the past few weeks about it. And now, yeah, I get it. We're gonna stay up here because that side's all gross and deep, full of shit, and we can at least see ahead of us. Alright, kind of get our confidence back this morning. So that bee sting that I got on our way down, it still hurts really bad. My arm's all swollen, super itchy, it's red, hot. So probably dying of an infection. That's alright though, because it's fun. But yeah, so bee sting, still a pain. Got tons of mosquito bites last night. I have a feeling today they'll start ballooning up and they'll be more inconvenient for sure. That was just a nice little gradual downhill. That was good. That was a good way to start out the day. This one sucks, dude. I can't see. No idea how fast I'm going. Because my polarized glasses. And I don't want to ride with my visor down. I did put the jacket back on today. It's kind of cold this morning. And then also we'll be hitting the highway again this afternoon. So I'd rather do it now than dig it out or not wear proper stuff. So one thing that I'll ask from you guys for the hopefully 5 people watching this, give or take. I don't know, maybe I'll lucky and I'll get, some of the tail end of that Ibex 450 hype wave on YouTube. Like to the same 3,000 dudes that were watching all the videos. Shout out to you guys. Let me know, so do you like the talking, no talking? Because I know when we get into some sections, I kind of just ride and I chill and I don't want to hear my own voice and I don't really have anything to talk about. Give me some input on that. Is that good? Do you want me to talk less, talk more? Thank you. It's kind of interesting. This whole YouTube thing's been something that I've talked about for years. And I've had different camera gear. I've had like 4 GoPros now, and like I used it for certain things, but I just never uploaded any of it because I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to editing as far as videos and pictures, and I really love doing it, but I hold myself to such a high quality that nothing ever turns out good enough that I want to post. But talking to some buddies, they've seen the videos, they're like, oh yeah, it's cool, just frickin' post it. And so I think this will be a good way to open up this channel. But moral of the story is, chipmunk, we had one of those in camp this morning. He was cool. Tried feeding him some biscuits. Don't tell anybody. He didn't eat them over there, but he kept running by us, and it was funny. When he'd take off, he'd freaking spit a bunch of dirt up in the air like he was doing a burnout. It was cool. But moral of the story is, apparently, if you want to make YouTube videos, just make YouTube videos, I guess. We'll see if it works out for me. Hopefully it works out for you. This is just a nice freaking downhill. This is good. The other stuff yesterday, we were talking about it a lot last night. You know, it wasn't the most difficult thing we've ever ridden, right? And it wasn't miserable. It was just like slightly inconvenient enough to where it's like at the end of it, you're like, oh damn, I'm glad I'm past that. But then you look back on it and you're like, oh, that was super fun. So it's kind of crazy. It says that our campsite is right up the hill from here. Oh no, never mind. Maybe. Oh yeah, it's right up there. From up high, you cannot see this road. So maybe it's on some of the drone footage from last night, but I didn't see it. I didn't really push out this far though. So, for you guys that are planning on going through the Magruder, that campsite that we stayed at does have a stream running through it. And if you bring a water filter, you can filter out the water, boil it, purification tabs, whatever you want to do. But there is a water source. And let's see, so it's the middle of July right now. I'd say that it's probably year-round having water come through it, and it's nice and clean, flowing. So that is an option for water too. I was lazy this morning, so I only filled up one bottle, and then I still have my camel bag. But I think that'll hold us over. We got about 40 miles, give or take, to Darby. Chipmunk, ow! I don't know if I got him or not. Hopefully he made it. Poor little dude. All right. I also forgot my neck gaiter today, which is alright. It makes the audio sound a little goofy. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Dude, I just hit a fucking bear. Yeah. Holy shit. No, I'm good. Nick, I just hit a fucking bear. I hit a bear. What? Hold on. All right. So, future Zach here. You guys officially saw the bear crash on YouTube. Some of you may be coming from Instagram. I posted it there first. It kind of blew up. couple things to go over. When I got home and pulled up this footage, I didn't even realize at the end of that last clip that you guys watched, there's kind of a pop in the audio. And everything after that, there's no audio the rest of that day and the following day. All the audio is gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up this video with the last of the audio. Eventually I will get to kind of just making a chill little thing where we post the rest of the video clips that I have with some music in the background, kind of cut it short and sweet, and you guys can see the rest of our journey. As far as the bear goes, you guys have seen it. People on Instagram, it's funny. People either say, that wasn't even a big bear, why were you so freaked out? Telling me I should hit the brakes. I tried, right? Or that they could have missed it, or that I was going too fast. You guys saw the speedometer. I was not going that fast. But yeah, that's what happened. I walked around afterwards. As you can see in the video, the bear was not there. The bear was fine. That was not a cub. It was a younger bear, but it was not a cub, so there was no mom. And the bear, took the hit, rolled over. You guys could see its feet sticking up in the air, and then it was gone before I even got off the ground. So the bear's okay. I'm okay. The bike took some hits. We did a little breakdown of that on Instagram, so go ahead and check it out. And we also have some new parts because of this from some new friends. So you guys will be seeing install videos on those soon. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share it with your friends, your family, whoever you want to. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you.